Hello, friends. Franklin Green here, your guide to all things finance and investments. If you want to learn how to make your money work for you and grow it smartly, this video is for you. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful concepts in finance: compound interest. It could be the key to achieving financial freedom. And by understanding how it works, you'll see how to use this tool in your favor. Let's dive in and understand the power of compound interest. What is compound interest? Compound interest is simple. It's the interest you earn not only on the initial amount you invested, but also on the interest that is already accumulated. This creates a snowball effect, where your money starts growing faster over time. Instead of earning interest just on the original amount you invested, compound interest means you earn interest on the interest. The secret here is time. The more time your money stays invested, the bigger the compounded growth becomes. How does compound interest work? Let's break it down with a simple example. Let's say you invest $1,000 at an interest rate of 10% per year. At the end of the first year, you'll have $1,100. In the second year, the 10% interest will apply to the $1,100, not just the initial $1,000. That means in the second year, you'll earn $110 in interest, not $100. This process continues over time, and the longer your money stays invested, the more it grows. In simple terms, compound interest is a way to let your money work for you by accumulating more money exponentially. The compound interest formula. The formula to calculate compound interest is simple. A equals P times 1 plus R divided by N, all raised to the power of N times TC, where A is the future value of the investment or loan, including interest. P is the principal amount, the initial money you invested. R is the annual interest rate, decimal form. N is the number of times the interest is compounded per year. T is the number of years the money is invested for. For example, if you invest $1,000 at 10% interest per year, compounded monthly for 5 years, you can use this formula to calculate your future value. The impact of time on compound growth. Now here's the most important part: time. The longer you leave your money working for you, the bigger the effect compound interest has. Leaving your money invested for longer periods is one of the best ways to accelerate your financial growth. For example, if you invest $1,000 for 10 years at 10% per year, the value will grow much more than if you invested the same amount for just 2 years. So, start now. Time is your greatest ally when it comes to compound interest. How to use compound interest to your advantage. To use compound interest to your advantage, the key is to start early and be consistent. Even if you start with a small amount, time will work in your favor. Here are some tips. Start now. The earlier you start, the more time your money will have to grow. Reinvest your interest. Don't take out the interest you earn. Reinvest it to accelerate the growth of your money. Invest regularly. Even small, regular contributions can make a big difference over time. The sooner you start, the easier it will be to achieve your financial goals. Real-life examples of compound interest. A classic example of compound interest is the famous case of Albert Einstein, who called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. He knew that if used correctly, compound interest could turn modest investments into fortunes. Think of investors like Warren Buffett, who made billions with long-term investments, benefiting greatly from the power of compound interest. Before we wrap up, here are Franklin's golden tips for making the most out of compound interest. Start early. Time is your greatest ally. Be consistent. Small, regular investments over time make a big difference. Reinvest your interest. Let it accumulate to grow faster. Be patient. Compound interest takes time, but it's worth it. Remember, compound interest is one of the most powerful tools for building wealth. The more time you give it, the more it works for you. That's it, folks. The power of compound interest is real. And if you start early and reinvest your earnings, your money will grow exponentially over time. It's one of the smartest ways to build wealth and work towards financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more financial tips from yours truly, Franklin Green. Got questions about compound interest or tips of your own? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay smart, stay savvy, and keep hopping toward financial success.